Good evening, good morning, good whatever time of day it is and over the world. Welcome to today's stream. This is Wolfie's stream. My name is Wolfie, and we'll talk about event preparations and how do you prepare you for battle events in special. So, how do you prepare yourself to give your best in those events? Today we'll have Lord Leah with us and the first timer, a close friend, Vil. Hello Leah, hello Vil, how are you?
Hey Wolfie.
It's okay. So, are we excited? Tomorrow we'll have the debut of our new Siege of Winterfell season.
Yes, we're ready to go.
Yeah, I can't wait it for what? Yeah. So, how do you guys prepare yourself for the upcoming matches? What do you do?
Definitely make sure I'm buffed up. Get in there and do as much as I can with my army buff on. Army troops, my attack buffs and things like that.
Will? That's all, but you have to be prepared, not uh, an actual battle. How you prepare yourself? Yeah, okay. So basically, for any event, it's better to boost your stats as much as possible. For Battle Siege of Winterfell, Alliance Conquest, Army of the Dead, KVK, regular PvP, whatever you have to be to boost your stats as much as possible. So for that you can do it in different ways. First of all, uh, you need to set your talents right in battle mode. For all those events, gathering, research, and stuff like that won't help you at all. So what you have to do is to put your talents in battle mode. For instance, I created myself more instances of talents, and for events or whatever. For instance, I have the battle mode talent, that's my PvP mode. I have my um, Alliance Conquest talents, specifically for cavalry and spear, and I have my SOW pre-set up. Every time I need to enter one of those events, I will just apply which talent it suits me. For instance, I have a KVK getter as well, so when I get there and I can't fight or I can't be on time on the computer, I will getter in KVK, so I'll switch to that. In battle, it's important. Let's look a bit at one of these. But as you can see, I don't have any talent in the right side, not anything spent. Either I don't have any talent spent in troop training because I won't train troops when I'm battle in the heat of a battle. So all the talents are spread between attack, health, troop type attack, and defense. This works for me, and maybe this works for you. So first check talents. Then you have to, from where do you get stats? On the spot, from the gear, from the blacksmith. So as you can see here, I have many gear presets. If you don't have it, you will add it manually. So I have gears for almost everything, but as my troops type are the strongest spears, for AC I will choose spears. For SOW I will choose um, a more balance between the troop types, the three troop types I use: cav, infantry, and spear gear to boost my stats. Those are on the spot, and you can do it prior to that. Okay, then how do we boost more stats? Well, we'll see. In the right corner we have the Sept of the 7th buff. Here we can activate some buffs for our for instance total attack. This will give you a 20 will add 20% attack to your attack to total attack total for 4 hours. Then if you need, it's army size, but remember, army size doesn't work, or it didn't work in SOW. So if you want to use it for Siege of Winterfell, better not to till it's tested. Maybe in this season will work, I don't know, but it's not gonna work, so it's not good for you to use it. But for other events like KVK, AC, LTD, this will boost your army power a lot. Then what do you have here? This is from the Sept. So guys, do you have all this prepared, face forward, or you just do it on the spot before entering the arena?
I'm the last minute girl. I usually do it just before we start.
Will?
Yeah, me too. Well, I start from not like checklist, but I'm going left top and do like you do, but more like with my eyes. Because if I do like checklist, I always forget something, equipment or talents or buff or skill. So I have to do it like before battle because otherwise I forget.
Yeah. So that's the first. Okay, we saw so far what? And the most important thing in those events is also to have the right Lord, because the gear and the talents and the gear buff and the talents buff or stats will apply to your army if you have the Lord in that marching army. For instance, in Siege of Winterfell or AC or AOTD, doesn't matter, one of your marches will have higher stats because the Lord is there. So Lord, it's very important to choose that march or that composition of your army according to your strengths. Everyone is different. There are overall players which are close in stats on every troop, and so on. So the next thing I will do after I will change my gear, I will go and change my Lord, because if I enter in Siege of Winterfell, for instance, with Rhea, I lose the talent stats, I lose the battle stats, because Rhea is not even Siege of Winterfell draft commander. So I lose all that. And AC2, so I need 2. So I will change the Lord. Everyone has one prefect Lord, a battle Lord, dispense. For me, the Lord is Seg. Always before the events, my Lord will always be Seg. Do you guys have a preferred Lord, or you do this, or you enter the arena and oh, I forgot. Why I'm so low today? Because you don't have the Lord with you, or the talents are in gathering, like Vladas.
I've been using Annie since I did the awakening. I was using Andrea before because that's the Lord I use normally anyway. So now I have to make sure that I have changed it.
Okay.
Okay,
Will?
well, we'll see. Well, when I not forget is Goran, but when I forget is Tion.
Oh, why do you forget Tion? Tion is very good in so. I heard.
But only having blue, But well, you say it's good, so this was the plan, not a mistake. So I didn't forget, there was a plan with
Yeah.
Oh,
Tion
Awesome.
is good. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But only blue is
Depends.
good.
Depends of your strategy. They are not good or right strategy. They are strategy that works for you. You know.
So I have one strong troop spears, so and half, but so I always
Then
have
you'll
spears
focus your.
main
Then
so I could put Goron.
yeah. Then you will focus your uh, setup based on that. It's no problem at all. Because others will have calves,
So
others will
I
have
aim for
imps and stuff like that. Okay, what
so
else?
I aim mostly for advertise.
Yeah,
I have like 550 advertise each to fight.
yeah.
I'll choose. Well, I don't have sec. I was gonna go get in purple, but till then, hey, Goron will be main.
Okay. So here, as you heard, Will proposed a setup with low commanders or not gold quality commander, which can work because in so uh, all the stats of your commander will get multiplied by 5. So it's not a bad thing if you think the commander and the skills of your commander, of that commander especially, are will help you. Is not a big loss to bring a blue or purple lord to the field and to deploy it in the armies. What else do you guys do? So far we have talents, we have the gear, we have the lord the keep, we have the set buffs. How can we be better? What else do you need to do?
if
I
you can
call
get the King's Landing buffs, that's good.
Yes, if your alliance has control of king landings or in your kingdom, they will share it. But keep in mind, you have 30 minutes to enter the arena, so it's a chance to not get it. Yes,
Mm.
KL buffs are good. Other buffs that you can get by request, do you know?
champion city buffs.
Yes, and that's too.
Have
But that is something.
alliance,
Yeah, of course. I love especially the calf spear one.
50% extra.
Yes. And okay, we talk about that. But what can you do and not be left to chance if a protocol officer is available, or if you have kin landing, or if you won are friends with the alliance or the server who won Champion City Siege? This is maybe or maybe not. It's not in your power. But what is in your power and you could do next? From where do we get more stats? Or boost our
So,
exacting stats?
Lord in Dungeon.
Yes, Lord in a
Big
dungeon.
difference.
Awesome. Let's see what these stats do. Very good choice. A Lord in the dungeon. So, if we enter in the arena with a Lord in our dungeon, we will get 30% army attack bonus, like total attack, we can call it like that, from if we have a prisoner, a lord 60, which is okay. And this percentage will go lower by the level of your lord in the dungeon. So basically, it's another great way to boost your stats. Okay. Other thing, what else can you do?
Did you already use the attack buff in the SEFT?
Yeah, we talk about the shaft, but it's okay. Attack buff.
Get you further?
Use your credit card. You can use your credit
Yeah.
card.
Yeah, of course you can use the credit card, but I rather not. You guys, do you use your credit card to get your stats up by buying expensive commanders or buying a commander on the spot?
No, I think mine will get declined.
Yeah, I will get the
10
kind.
BD a week. Only 10 BD a week.
Oh, okay, that's good. So we don't use the credit cards. We are here to have fun, not to spend money. We always when we spend money, it's not fun at all. So we did talents, we jeered our lord, we put the right lord, the right commander as lord. We have a dungeon, we work with the sept, we give ourselves. What else can we do? From where more stats come?
Equipment, right?
What? Sorry?
Equipment.
Yeah, I did that. We did that. Yeah,
Alright.
alright, we did that.
Different name, sorry.
It's no problem. Equipment, gear,
I don't know.
clothes. It's okay. So, from where else we have? We can get a not a permanent, a 1 day buff for marching speed. Marching speed is important in these events. How fast your army moves from A to B.
Really?
Yeah.
What buff?
Whole of
Mean the
whole of faces buff. Let's see what does mean. Whole of faces means you get a 1 day bonus to
just remind me what I forgot before, so I have to do it.
whole of faces is the half. Like with stock is the half. So if you execute one lord, you will get for 1 day 38% total attack, adding 21% adding to your speed, the marching speed, and 38% total health, and 20% as you hit. I don't have it. What I'll do to have it? I will execute some lords or halves, as you say, because many alliances have them made lords especially for this purpose, to be executed and to gain this buff. They are most of the time they are alts account made for this purpose. They have short execution period, like 2 hours. I didn't execute them mine so far because I wanted to show you that you gain the buff. So far I executed 7 and not more. Why? Because 7 days is the max of your buff you can achieve. As you can see now in the screen of the Hall of Faces, I have activated also the buff for that, so my stats will be higher with those values. What do you think? We are finished or not? Or we still need to do more? We can have more.
Really? I'm usually finished.
You're usually finished. Okay? Leah?
Yeah, I think so.
No, you're not finished.
Oh,
Because you have, if you have a castle skin, like we do today because of the free trial of the honor token, we apply that too. That will add up and will enter with us in the arena. What do you think? So
yeah.
we keep our best castle skin for the event. And even you will, if you don't have any, you can access this or access the other one with which are not permanent. We can get on wheels. Usually we get one or two a wheel, a 7 day
Yeah.
card,
Yeah.
if we want to, of course. And we can do another thing also. Change our Mars skin. There are Mars skins out there for mostly everything.
I don't have any.
Then you don't change it, but you can do it. I don't have it either. I have some
Mm.
coupons for some days and stuff.
Yeah, me too, but
Yeah, so
I am left with cultivation only.
yeah, I'm with the base one too. It's no problem. So as you can see, we can boost our army or our stats or our efficiency or whatever we call with a number of things we need to do. After all this is done, you can enter the arena. Hollow Faces buff bonus is the only one you have to think ahead, because you can't, if you capture a lot, you can't execute it immediately. It will take some times. The lowest is 2 hour and a half, as I can show you the alts created by alliances for that purpose, or it can extend to almost 2 days. That's the only thing you need to do ahead to execute a lord to get the Hollow Faces bath. Of all of others, what we spoke, we can do it before you enter the arena. Change your talents, change your castle skin, change the lord, change the gear you want, activate the save bonuses. And another bonus which is important but not many can have, it's the save bonus for the healing speed up, which will speed up your healing, which is great, but they are very hard to obtain. I have, I think, without paying or buying packs or whatever. And if you are a spender like me, focused on commanders and stuff like that, and I don't buy other stuff, it's rare. I have two of them for 10% only. But in big battles like Alliance Conquest, it will save you some speed ups when you heal.
Yeah. And it does get expensive,
Yes.
especially later in the season. I've been using my tavern. I save up my tavern speeds before events now because a lot of my researches are really long, so I'm not using them on those anymore.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that
You can
helps a
have
bit.
hospital buff like in SEP, right?
Yeah, there is one in SAP you can use, but I don't think it will show up only if you, only if you have the item. Well, I don't have it on this tune, so it will not show for me. But there is one. It's like those which allows you to have an extra 10% research speed buff for construction or army for 2 hour, 1 hour, 2 hours or stuff like that. 3 hours is the same. But if you don't have the item, will not show you. It will not be shown in your sept buffs choices.
It's a
Oh,
bit painful when the pandemic ends and they take away the 50% hospital healing. Wow.
oh yeah, that can be painful. I agree, but Let's hope the pandemic will go and they will not take away the buff. Because we need to be healthy after the pandemic too.
Will be new BD packs for 50%.
Yeah. Or maybe we'll put it in a default stat for everyone and it will be alright. So far we are ready to enter the battle. We did all this to be as efficient as possible in battle. That's how you prepare for the event. And the other thing to remember is that you need the troops to do it. But that's another thing. You need the troops. The troops are recommended to can deploy 3 million troops. So that way in Siege of Winter for instance you don't have to heal as much or you can heal as needed. Same is in AC, same is in AOTD. Some players like myself and probably my colleagues in AOTD don't even need to heal at all and score good points because they
I usually have to the last couple of waves under the wall. I start to get
I don't
a bit of yeah.
I can make it without healing at all. If you have
I
enough
still
troops, you have 3 million T4s, you or the heals you get from the Lions shop, which we pay with our keys we do every day by killing horses and claim gifts in Alliance, are enough. Okay. So to make a recap of what is it, it's like a checklist. I know it's boring, but it's important because in a close match, any of those can make the difference between the winner and the loser. So, and I know you guys want to be on the winning side. So,
oh,
you have, let's start from the castle first. Skin, Marskin, proper to your, if you have proper to your setup or your strongest setup. Talents, reset it in battle mode, no research, no gathering in them, no training, because you'll not train troops in an event. All your points should go towards army buff, attack, health, defense, what you think is work best for you. Then, gear of your lord to be appropriate and the lord to be in to take it with you in the arena or use it in the arena, otherwise you lose the talents and buff. Then ahead of time you prepare the Hollow Faces buff by taking a prisoner and execute it. After all that is done, you look what type of event it is. If it's Siege of Winterfell, well, the army size buff won't matter, don't use it, it's a waste. You'll not have a bigger army size there. You'll go with base and what the commander will bring you, the commander will bring you with it. Attack, get a 60 lord, capture a 60 lord and enter with it in the arena. And I think that's all, right? Talents, gear, sept. The sept buff is, of course, to get the total attack, probably. But we forgot something. Fervor. How you get fervor? Because fervor, it's a buff that will boost your stats again. For instance, in my setup right now, I get an additional 90% on attack and 1 army health, 1% army health, an additional 1% army health.
What
So
type of skin you use?
What castle I use at the moment? The Horner one,
The
but
new one.
the Horner one. Otherwise, I won't tell you because it's a secret. Depends on the role I will play, or well, depends. I can use the Cav Fervor one. I can use Valeria. I can use depends. What things I can depends. Depends of my troops. For instance, if I will go fight and I will use all my cavalry, for instance, or my infantry, or all my spears, it can happen. Then I will switch probably to if I have a skin. If not, I will go with Shadow of Valyria because it's pretty good all rounder and it's activated but fervor. So by then my fervor will be even higher.
Looks pretty cool as well. I like
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, that's my castle. So basically that's it. And basically what you have to remember that you can have uh, around 80-90 total attack from activities that you can do. Entering with a Lord or level 60 in the arena, having the Hollow Faces buff, and enter with Fervor, which will boost your total attack and other stats if you unlock them by skins or whatever it is. It's pretty big, right? If I don't mind, you want to share what's your normal total attack
Mine will
Mm.
be
without
180.
without buffs. Normal.
I don't know this one.
You can check.
180, I think.
Yeah, 180. It that's a 50% increase in points for you. It's worth it? Almost. Because with 180, with 90, it will be like 270 total attack.
My
So,
treasure seeker had 320 with all buffs.
yeah.
It's
And
day
all,
3, so what?
yeah. So it's worth to do that. To get a lord, execute a lord, enter fervor. It's worth it. Keep in mind, once you're in the arena, you are bubbled. No one can attack you.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's really important to buff yourself as much as you can.
Awesome. So now you're ready for battle. How you how do you feel about the new season?
I'm really excited. Really love playing it.
Diamond to purple.
Simon to purple. Okay, very nice. What do you want to see in the new? What adversary do you think you will have?
I don't really care since I follow Nako and Adam, but I want OBV
Why do you want?
Obligatory
Again, yeah. Why do you want them? Why do you hate them? It's okay. Yeah. Let's see if I can put up. Awesome. Leah, you have anyone that you want to smack?
No, because
really.
I am sweet and nice, and people should not hurt me. They should just be like,
Yeah,
here,
no,
Leah.
dude.
The objectives after you later, ladies first. That's my kind of SOW. No, no. Look, I just really enjoy getting in and having a fight. So I would really like it if I was turning up prepared, as well prepared as Wolfie, so that we can have some fun.
Yeah, we'll have some fun, definitely. I'm looking at the rankings at the moment, and I see that Come to Party won, like, and it's ahead in points, like almost 600 points, almost 500 points, and they are the only alliance which finished the season undefeated. Who do you think will be a challenge for CTP in this season? Because they will want to be champions again and undefeated again.
Mm.
We have on the number three, on number two spot, we have N3O. On number three, we have AVDH. On number four, we have Rui. On number five, we have BDR, and on number six, we have MHL. Do you think any of these alliances can be a threat to Come to Party's dominance?
Mm. I mean, it's
I'm
they,
going
yeah, they're pretty hard to beat. I know MHL will definitely be hoping that they can.
Okay. If we look at the second page, we have Reese, OGS, KAC, ETA, TBA, and NW1. Any of those do you think will be uh, a threat to Come to Party?
not really because their power, but TBA are crazy organized. They have
Yeah,
power, castle power, and LB attack. You know,
yeah, I know.
he has like what 5 max waves. I
Okay,
think so. I'm betting the CTP.
you're betting. Okay, and we are in the third line. We have Vendetta, ZCM, RBS, Synonymous, which is one of my alliances, and we have Run. We have TOC and Ash. Any of these are you see them as a threat to CTP dominance?
Of course, Sin,
Yeah.
fast.
Which?
I'm gonna
Well,
wreck them. I'm gonna be champion. You see, this place of bills.
Which
playing
one?
a rock music every day.
Yeah, which one of these will you think they can threaten CTP dominance?
Hard to say. I mean, obviously, Rod's pretty
Yeah, but
um,
yeah, but
powerful, but they
but
lost how many games last season? All?
four at all against CTP.
Yeah. So, not looking good for them.
Yeah, it's not, unfortunately. And that's the reason run are so low, because I think the matchmaking it's a bit um unfair, because last season from 8 matches of CTP we had they had 4 matches against run. You think that's okay?
No, it's not very good. Not very good matching.
I don't understand the matchup anyway. You also have like two repeated, right?
Yeah, two it can work because it's the time frame and stuff like that. Two, let's say two, it's okay. The matchup, as I understand it, is made like this. You know, we can choose the time when we play. It's not like Ultimate Conquest where the time is decided by the system by asking the alliance when they want to play, and they make a schedule after it. Yes.
Mhm.
So we have the 4 slots. Every alliance before the pre-day of the match will choose a time slot when they want to play, and they will play at that time slot. That's the thing. So they will break down this list, or the ranking. You'll break down in 4 different rankings. So you will have a ranking for first slot, second slot, and so on. And then the system will match first two, second two, first two, that's number first place with the second place, third with the 4, and so on.
Mhm.
So if you and you see in the matches, you gain points or lose some points. This the alliance points we see in the rankings. So the number one, the number two, for instance, the number two which will play at the CTP spot will get CTP. Even if they beat CTP, they will get also CTP in the next match if neither of them switch time. Because CTP is now is so ahead that even if they lose 1 or 3 matches, they will be still number one. And the number two winning, we can't be will not be caught up by the rest, or stuff like that. And I say max 2 matches between 2 alliances is fine, because any alliance, not run especially, don't deserve this to be in the 16th spot because they had to fought 4 times the same adversary.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a match and a rematch, and that's it. Then they can't meet each other again.
Yeah.
And I think this is a good. It will be a good update, because we'll make, as we know, we may to avoid a powerful or a opponent you think you can't beat. Many alliances switch the time they usually play for that, and that ruins their game, because the time when alliance play usually is the time when the most are active, and not when the enemy is low active or whatever. It shouldn't be in consideration the opponent's time when you choose your time, because you want to have fun and have great attendance. So if you will be maxed 2 times, let's say, because it's fair to be 2 times, otherwise will be unfair for the others. So and after that you can't meet. So if you like, you have the last season CTP against run first match, CTP against run second match. After that, those 2 alliances will never meet again in that season, and that's it.
Yeah, I think it would definitely make things a lot more fun.
Yeah, well, I think too. Okay, my friends. With that conclusion our little chat. I hope you have a great time, and I hope we help some players get uh, ready for the new Siege of Winterfell season.
Sophie, good luck. Good luck, CTP. Good luck, Anonymous. We've got this, guys.
Yeah, we have to. Okay. Have a good day, and thank you for joining me. Bye bye.
See